state. Yes.
Mr. Ikeji, you may not agree, but somehow you have just hit the nail on the head when you said something about he who pays the piper calls the tune.
It does, yes.
So we're saying indirectly that someone, we have a master or a puppet master who Mr. Ombu is taking instructions from, and it's not from the Chief Security Officer of Rivers State.
You and I know that the name Chief Security Officer of the state is in the name, not in the action.
So in other words, because someone in like the Rivers State Police Command is not even keeping peace, but jeopardizing.
No, that is a wrong inference. Your conclusion is very wrong.
Because I'm inferring from the fact that we have people walking in groups, in twos and threes, converging, and they haven't actually started anything. And when they were pounced on, as you can see from the pictures there, and we also saw a canister, of whether you want to call it rubber bullet, but it was like a shell.
Okay, let me give you this scenario.
Excuse me, it was a shell fired from a gun, be it a rubber or canister, but they were fired at, and these were coming from the police, because when he used the word minimum force, he was trying to tell you that, well, no one was killed, but a force was used on a crowd that was not unruly.
Now, let me avert our minds to a wider perspective. I think we should be balanced in our judgment. It's easy for a victim to cry foul.
When we try to bring the other side, that is why we're balance, because I expected you to be the one to give the balance. It's been one-sided all the way. That's the picture, and you see the way they jumped out on those people with no cudgel, with no machetes, and that is how they disperse a crowd that is not armed.
Yes. The point I want to make,
because this is not about the Rivers government now. We're talking about Rivers citizens.
Yes. The point I want to make is that if you, as a citizen, you put yourself across as somebody that may be called security risk, if by whatever definition, any standard of definition that is given, the security officers designate you as security risk, whenever you are gathering, you'll be under watch, and if it is said that you should leave and you refuse to leave, there will be applied minimal force. And talking about minimal force, there is an independent report, gentlemen, that what was used was tear gas canisters and not live bullets or rubber bullets. I personally have also been victim of tear gas, and I think that when you are a victim of such an incident, that it behoves on you to go to court.
Maybe we'll go back to that video and steal the shot on that, and you tell us what that is, because people know the difference between a tear gas canister and a bullet, be it a rubber or not. But again, if you look at it, that's it, and that's it.
That's tear gas canister.
No. I think they'll have to take it back again for you as we talk, because these are some of the things that we wanted the police to clarify. By the way, we've been trying to reach the police authorities in Rivers State, specifically Ahmed Mohammed, the PPPRO of Rivers State Command. He's not been taking his calls. He's not accepted to even reply a text message. So for them to tell their own story, perhaps they have a version yet untold. That is why we've been trying to reach out to Ahmed Mohammed.
What other version do you want? The police has said it. I watch it presently here.
No, but it's contrary to what is on television.
What's on television?
What's your definition of minimal force?
I am not a security person.
So what's your definition of a political rally and a campaign? Which one can't hold now?
A rally may as well be a mere demonstration, a mere protest march by civil society groupings. A rally may also be a march by politicians. And if a politician goes ahead to conduct a rally, and you know that this politician is conducting a rally for the purpose of winning political patronage, you can easily define it as political rally.
Let me also bring this because I mean, what is going on there raises a lot of concern. But two things. First is that, by the way, Dr. Charles from Mina also brings this point. He says there was a planned event recently in Ekiti State, and it was disrupted by supporters of Okpeyemi Bamidele. So he says, well, they didn't allow it happen there in Ekiti State, so why should they allow it happen in Rivers State? Now, all of this
objectivity is important. Objectivity is important. I wanted to make a point.
These things dangerous signs that we're seeing, because whichever state, whichever party is in the ruling position in different states,
yes,
appear to be tilting, or everything goes in their own way.
God bless you.
Isn't this a dangerous scenario?
Political immaturity, political inexperience, political despondency, political rascality that we have found ourselves in Nigeria, and we must face up to that reality and fight the problem, and not allocate blames to people who are merely acting on the scene, mere pawns on the scene. A person who is a victim in real terms may in fact be the predator. In most cases, people can act and pretend to be victims, whereas in real point of fact, they are the real attackers.
Well, at a time on this one, just in 30 seconds if you can. Is it legal, is it lawful to pass a budget in the government house, as happened in Rivers State?
In my view, I think it's not right legally and morally. I think that what happened in Rivers State raises a lot of questions. I think that it ought to be tested in the law courts. Remember that on the day that the House of Assembly passed the bill in under an hour, that there was a bombing at the Rivers State High Court, Ahada, and the matter that was to come up was a matter that Evans BP had intended to oppose the order, restraining him from parading himself as the speaker, which order was granted ex parte without his appearance. On that day, he was to have been heard by the court, and with the bombing, he was not heard, and the Rivers State government went ahead and passed that bill. So I think my concluding statement would be that both the federal government should reduce its high-handedness, and Rivers State government should also pursue peace.
All right, thank you for coming on. Ikechukwu Ikeji, a legal practitioner. We'll return and focus on another matter. Join us again.